One final gift from the Nintendo God. At least that's what a lot of people are saying after a recent update from Nintendo came out a couple of days ago now. Um, in regards to the Nintendo eShop for the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. For those who don't know, on March 27th, this last Monday, Nintendo shut down the eShop for both the 3DS and Wii U systems, allowing users currently, as of now, only to re-download previous purchased titles. As we talked about in our last video covering the subject, basically users had to go in before March 27th, whether it was through an eShop code card for funds or by adding funds on a Switch through that eShop. Users basically had to go in and make any final purchases for any games, DLCs, any retro classic titles, anything. Basically, you had until March 27th to go in and buy whatever you wanted to buy. What that also meant, though, was that users had until that evening to redeem any final eShop codes that they might have been holding on to. And for anyone who doesn't know, it's very common, at least here in the United States, for retailers like your Walmart, your Target, EB Games, GameStop, wherever you might be, to have little cards with codes for games on them, where basically they're kind of like stocking stuffers almost, or like, hey, I wanted to buy little Timmy Metal Gear Rising Revengeance or whatever. I wanted to buy him that game for whatever console. And instead of buying him the physical copy, I bought him a digital code. This isn't just something that Nintendo does with the Switch, Wii U, 3DS. Microsoft does it with the Xbox series of consoles. PlayStation used to do it. They don't anymore due to wanting to have a monopoly over their PlayStation store. But basically, it's very common, even for Amazon, to have these codes that you could buy for games. They're also really helpful if, like, you have an Amazon gift card balance, like I always did growing up. I'd get like, oh, here's a $10 Amazon gift card bonus. Oh, yay, I can buy Pokemon Red for like the 5th time. But basically, you had the same stipulation for redeeming these codes on the eShop for whether it was the 3DS or the Wii U. You had to redeem said code by the time the eShop platform in question was closed. That being said, though, that didn't go how anyone really wanted it to. Basically, in the final moments of the eShop closure pending, unfortunately, people were trying to go in and redeem them, and it didn't work. Basically, as reported here by Nintendo Everything, shout out to them for covering the whole topic, Nintendo has ended up going and extending the deadline for these codes. Now, you're not going to be able to go in and buy any more games. It's not like they're just saying, oh, yeah, we're giving everyone a couple more days to make more purchases on the 3DS or the Wii U. That's not what they're going in and doing, because only the core issue at hand was redeeming these codes was causing issues. Basically what they've gone in and done and said, hey, we understand that we kind of goofed up. We want to apologize to the community for that. There were a lot of people that still had these codes, and we made a promise that you could redeem these codes before the eShop closed. And because of server issues, we were not able to fulfill that promise. And basically what they've gone in and done is they've kind of just admitted that, hey, yeah, what more than likely happened was their servers just couldn't handle so many people hitting the servers all at once. And they've pretty much just come and said that we're going to let you, if you have a code, you can go into the eShop on whatever platform and you can redeem it. We'll honor those until a set date. Nintendo has gone in and said that for Japan, it will be for April 4th, and for anyone in that same general time zone. But for the rest of the world, it will be April 3rd. You have until April 3rd or 4th if you're in Japan to redeem any final codes that you might have. And once this time passes, this is going to be the final moment. You will not be able to get any new 3DS or Wii U games onto your system other than what you've already purchased and downloaded. And honestly, I do appreciate Nintendo going out and doing this because they honestly really didn't. They gave us a year's warning notice about, hey, we're going in when we're doing this. You have until then to do it. They gave us plenty of notice over the matter. And for them to go and extend it an extra week, I want to say, Nintendo, thank you. That being said, though, I'm not going to defend you over the entire eShop closing. I really won't go and go further into detail over the matter of how I feel about digital content. I really don't like PC gaming. I don't enjoy how it's a digital only platform and how you don't get the option of buying a physical game if you want to buy a physical game. That being said, though, I do enjoy how Steam works. Steam basically is just there forever. Even if you have Ubisoft's Uplay or if you have EA's Origin launcher, Steam is always going to be around pretty much now. You never have to worry about any of your games being pulled, unless really the developer comes in and says, yeah, no, we don't want to sell our game on Steam anymore. You can always download it. And I wish more console makers adopted that mentality. I do have to say, though, having Nintendo coming out and doing this, I want to say thank you, Nintendo, again. I didn't know a lot of people who were victims of this, but I did have one friend, and I told him about this, and he got really happy knowing that he could redeem the code. There is no limit on what kind of games that they're going to approve. It's pretty much if you have a code for a game, you can go in and redeem it. So hopefully everyone is able to take advantage of this. There's only a couple more days now until the cutoff goes through, but it is cool to see that Nintendo is playing fair and doing something that they really didn't have to. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all again for coming and watching. And I really hope you did have fun in learning all of this. The support that I've been getting over the last few weeks has been really supportive, and I know that there's a lot of things wrong with these videos, but I want to say thank you to everyone who's been bearing with me and my growing pains for making this content. One of the things that I've been struggling with as a creator on on YouTube and Twitch, on both platforms really, has been, okay, I like streaming, I like playing video games, but I want to do something else. I want to do something that makes my content unique, and frankly, I have found it. I have been enjoying these videos for a while now, and being able to go in, spend a couple hours cranking out a video every day or every couple days has actually been a lot of fun. We're going to have some improvements coming in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be, at the time that you guys are probably watching this, I am not going to be in town for a little bit. That being said, though, I will have a couple more videos stitched throughout the next couple weeks or so. And I'm going to start implementing some of the new changes that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully better audio quality, less echo, and some other things that I won't tell you guys about just yet. But we're going to start seeing improvements and hopefully a more consistent upload schedule. Unfortunately, with this, it's more dependent on gaming news. So sometimes I don't plan for a video to go up one day and then suddenly something really big in the gaming industry happens and it's like, oh shit, I have to make a video about this. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a semi-transparent schedule down in the next couple of weeks for how and when I want these bits to go up. So yeah, I look forward to seeing everyone again on our next digital adventure. Thank you again for tuning in and stopping by.